Good morning. Good morning. This is the Journey to a Winning Anyway Life, and I am your host, Life Pastor Kyle, for all things winning. And so I'm excited. Come on in around this winning word today. It's going to be an amazing day, an amazing word, and I hope you are prepared for it all. It's going to be a good one today. So when you come in, please let me know. Hello to Wanda Carr. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And so I am pleased and happy that you guys will come in and allow me the opportunity to just pour into you or impart into you this morning. Hey, Takashi, good to see you. Chris Blake, good morning, sir. Good to see all of y'all this morning. Listen, to one to call, let me know. Music too loud? I need to hear the music, though. When I go back, I don't hear it sometimes. So let me know if I need to adjust it correctly. I don't mind. Erica Green, what's going on? Hey, Valencia, she said, good morning, Pastor. She don't even know. This is my coaching. He go, Mr. Ricks. So there it is. Manny Saeed. Okay, come on in. Kanisha Dunn, good morning. Y'all like, share, tag someone, let them know that we're on. We're going to be on just for maybe about 40 minutes, maybe, hopefully. I can get out of here, but it's going to be a good morning. When you come in, do me a favor, just send some hearts up, like, love, let me know that you're on, and then we'll go from there. Hello, Mabel Rice, and Takashi is already texting people and letting people know that we're on. And I'm excited about it because it's a good day. It is Friday. Y'all got it? It is Friday. And so I want to make sure all is well. Today I want to talk about the journey to a winning anyway life. It's always a journey. It's never a destination. It's always a place where you have to continue to feed yourself. Good morning, Andrea Thomas. Feed yourself the wisdom you need for the next things in your life. And so it's an ongoing thing. Hello, Brittany. I see you as well. I see Maria. Y'all talking about Prophet. Y'all trying to play the game. I'm not doing it this morning. I'm not doing it. Ms. Timberlake said, yay, Friday. I think she's off every Friday at 12 noon. So she's one of those people that are that's in my traffic when I'm going. Wandale Brewer, what's up, man? Good to see you, sir. One of those people who are in the traffic when I'm trying to get to, brunch or go to brunch with somebody. It's good. Go to brunch with somebody. And hello, Keith Young. I see you on YouTube over there, and meeting somebody in the gallery or something. And it's different. I'm pulling on you already. I made sure my notes are not pulling conducive today. I want to make sure that things are right because there's so much going on, and getting the opportunity to be able to just spend time with people on a Friday morning before work, before they do whatever it is they're going to do, is a pleasure for me. Hello, Aaron Renee Fleeks. Good to see you. And so I take it an honor and a privilege to be able to do so. So I don't take advantage of that. So I don't just, jump out there. This is the Journey to a Winning Anyway Life. And I am your host, Life Pastor Kyle, for all things winning. And so I'm excited about what's going to happen. I'm calming myself down and down. I'm going to up. Okay, thank you, honey. That's my honey leaving out. I want to make sure that I, don't take advantage of your time that you're sharing with me this morning. See Lester Blunt Jr., good to see you, man. Happy birthday yesterday and birthday week. And Mr. Rick said, not possible. Pull on him. Mama Pat, God bless you. Gerald and Wiley Shelvin, I see you. I see Deja Young. Good morning. Vivian Zink. Stephanie Scott Carrington. I think you're still in New York, somewhere up around that area, somewhere. And congratulations on just getting some time to gather yourself. So listen, let's get into the word. We're at, not the word, but get into the lesson. It is 3 minutes in. And I've done my part on making sure I greet people and say hello. We'll try and do some as we get in, but I may not have the time that I would like to have. And so I want to talk about the attitude of a winner. I know often we talk about the journey to a winning anyway life, but if you don't adjust your attitude properly, things will happen in your life that will mess you up and you will never be able to recover because the attitude that you have, you'll find out in a minute, will show you exactly where you're going, exactly how you got there. And then we'll tell you why you're there. I'm fixing something in a minute. And you'll know exactly how to deal with things. But you have to adjust your attitude. Again, as you come in, please send up hearts or love or like. And just say hello if you're here. Say hello if you're here. And so if you're here, just say hello. Good morning. Or just hit the heart or the like button. I just want to know that you're here. That's all I want to know is that you're here. Okay? So listen. when we deal with our attitude, now I know it's going to be a very good lesson because I'm gonna shake something that you're used to going the same way. It's going to be different as usual. I'm always different. There are 27 of you on here. 17 of you have liked it. Can the other 10 just hit the like or the love button? Good morning, Donna Blunt. Good to see you. I know you're spending the whole weekend preparing to celebrate your husband. Man, we came to the church in our late 20s or late 30s or 20 something, and now we're in our whatever that is. Good morning, First Lady. Tarika Hood, yeah, we have to adjust our attitude. So I want to talk to y'all this morning. Let's kind of talk through it, because when you're living a life, hey, Canvas Book of Sap, when you're living a winning anyway life, you have to have a certain attitude. Okay, it's no question about it. You have to have a certain attitude. Your attitude is also what determines a measure of success in your life. It's a measure of success and self-discipline. Hey, Denai, good to see you. Miss Shonda Observed Johnson. I gotta find out how to pronounce that middle name right. If I get it right. It says observed, but I'm sure it's probably something else. We'll figure it out. Success is a different level of people doing a different level of thing at their own level. Are y'all getting it? It's a different level of people doing a different level of things at their own level. And you have to understand your success is going to be measured by your discipline. How disciplined are you to get things done in a way that it's supposed to be done, that it brings you success? Now, I'm not doing profit this morning, so y'all back down. But the next 3 months of your life, your success is going to be up to you. God can declare it. God can wish it for you. The prophet can say it. We can be on here every Friday. But your next level of success will be up to you. You got to grasp that. Yes, I'm breaking up your Friday. You have to wake up and say, okay, I got to take responsibility for where I am. And so I have to make sure my next level of success is going to be up to me. It's going to be up to me. Much of it is going to be up to how disciplined you are. And here it is. For some of y'all who want it, hey, can you get him straight? It's going to be, how much are you really willing to trust God where you can't trace him? Got it? How much are you really willing to trust God? Hey, Ja Bruce. Hey, Eric, where you can't trace him? Back to Wednesday night. How willing are you to obey God not knowing? How willing are you to depend on God when nobody else is dependable? Hey, Mama Brand, good to see you. So here it is. Because you can't keep blaming your lack on somebody else. Did I say it right? I'm smiling when I say it too. You can't keep blaming what you're dealing with on someone else. You can't keep blaming where you are in your life on your ex that left you, on how you were raised, on who hurt you, on what you've been through, what they said about you, and who didn't help you. And you can't keep blaming all that on them when life is in front of you, not behind you. So you have to adjust your attitude, because your success begins with your attitude. Got it? Let's go. Because attitude is a habit or a reaction of a thought. Y'all ready? Your attitude is a habit or a reaction of a thought. I see you, Stephanie. I see you. It's in front of you, Mabel. It's in front of you. So what's behind you should become fuel to push you, but it should not stop you from moving forward. Here we go, Canvas. So if I'm going to adjust my attitude, I have to look at my habits and my reactions to my thoughts. Because if you're going to really change your attitude, then you have to change how you respond to things that you think. I'm going in today. It's my coaching today. If you're really, really going to change your attitude, you have to change the way you process, where's Deja, your thinking, which means I have to renew my mind. Okay. I need your one word. Pay attention, follow instructions, and let's see if people get it right. And watch somebody give me a sentence or a hyphen, because people don't change their mind. They continue to, let's just go with it. I need one word. What is success to you? One word. I know you're getting ready for work. But what is success to you? I need you to put it in the atmosphere. Type one word. Somebody said peace. I see freedom. Come on. Come on. I see greatness. Andrea Thomas. I see Aaron says accomplished. I see abundance. Come on. I see peace. That's freedom. Come on, y'all. Greatness. Accomplished. Different words. Abundance. I see wholeness. I see another one. I see stability. That's a different one. I see many people. I see reward. See that? What is success? I need you to put it in the atmosphere so the atmosphere in your environment can hear what you're typing. I'm not saying it. Well, here's the deal. Write the vision and make it plain. I see, there's one. Here's what success is to me. Consistency. Yeah. Mama Brian, Jesus. Okay. Angel said, as another word, endurance. Endurance. What is success? One word. What is success to you? One word. Some people, success is money. Oh, I got one. Somebody says overflow. I see you, CC. Overflow. That's a good one. That's a good one. You have to put it in perspective into where it is. Somebody else says freedom. Somebody said aware. I'm successful when I'm fully aware. Good morning, Tisa. Trust. I got that. That's a good one. Dr. Davis. That's a good one. Fulfillment. Chris Blake says heal. I'm successful when I'm healed. Let's move forward. Let's move forward, because you have areas of where, for some people, money is success. For some people, freedom is success. For some people, power is success. For other people, it's influence. It's different things for different people. But you have to know what success is for you, because if you don't, you will end up running after what's successful for others without being, Dr. John Davis, bless you, being fulfilled inside of yourself. You got it? I see Minister Blunt says freedom. Watch this. You have to set it up in the manner in which you are able to be. And I pray those who took the time to come on here, who took the time to invest in yourself this morning, that you would leave with another level of empowerment and success. Because really, in true talk, in real fashion, your attitude determines, I got one. That was a good one. Come on, you're going to come through late. Come on. Accountability is successful when I'm able to truly be in a level of accountability. Here's another one. Wholeness. Y'all see that one? Wholeness. When I'm whole, I'm successful. Good morning, Cause. I see you. I got to move. Y'all got to move. I want to keep y'all long. I'm coaching. I'm not preaching this morning. I'm not playing with y'all this morning. Listen, your attitude determines who you really are. It does. Determines who you really are. Because often people, come on, that's good job. Y'all have 46 of you on here, tagging like 43 of you on here, but only 32 of you hit the like or the love button. Hit the blue button or the heart. Just send up some hearts real quick while you're on here, wherever you are. Just make it known that you were here. You don't have to talk or say anything. Just hit them blue buttons on there. Got it? Let's go. Your attitude determines who you really are. Okay, let me talk. Often people like to argue with me. I don't know what it is about arguing with me that make people feel as if they are fulfilled. But if you know me, arguing with me, you really don't win, because I'm not in it to win the argument. Hello, Ashley. I'm in it for you to get impartation and change. And if you come and argue with me, about where I'm living and you want to go, then I just stay silent and let you create your own journey. Because arguing is not worth it for me. It's a waste of my time and my energy and my pearls. Let's move. People normally argue with me and say these words. Don't y'all get mad. They argue with me when they say they don't have an attitude. But I've taught and advised people that everyone has an attitude. It's just a matter of what kind of attitude do you have. Hey, Tarika Hood. And over and over and over, when people begin to express a partially unbalanced or imbalanced or a negative attitude, I'll say, why do you have an attitude? And the first thing they say is, I don't have an attitude. When the expression is showing that you have an attitude, even then. And I'll explain, everyone has an attitude. I'm just expressing why yours is leaning to a side that's not going to enable you to adjust, change, or win. Everyone has an attitude. Some people have a loving attitude, a caring attitude, a giving attitude. I just don't deal with negative attitudes because there's no learning in negative attitude. There's no growth in negative attitude. Well, you're not listening to me. Well, I don't want to listen to negativity. I want to listen to something. Good morning, Dr. Rubin, who sets us up for growth. And in the middle of conversation, we're both getting information so we can eventually take it in and evaluate it and have whatever it is, evaluation, so we can adjust to what is impartation, then we can have growth. But when you have negativity, there's nobody receiving. It's just you wanting to be heard because you've surrounded yourself with people who don't value your opinion, or your attitude is always negative, so you don't have an atmosphere that you can feel is safe enough to continue to talk because people don't listen to you. Partially because of your attitude. I'm coming. Y'all got to go. Now, I know how many of you, so y'all don't get mad. How many of you have I had to adjust and say, why is your attitude like that? I say everyone has an attitude. If I've ever told you that, do me a favor, just type me. Let people know you were one of the ones. Let people know that was me. Say was me. Because we all have an attitude. You want to be known as having a caring attitude, a loving attitude, a generous, I see Minister Lester Blunt, a generous attitude. You want to be known for the positive things in your life. Twenty Carr said, was me. Brittany says, was me, all caps, was me. And so Erica Green, we had to talk a long time ago. That's Minister Ricks. So you're not by yourself. Good morning, Vita Handy. You're not by yourself. You weren't the only one that I had to counsel and say, we all have an attitude. Now I want to make sure, hey, Ja Bruce, that you have an attitude of a winner. You got it? I see Geraldine type, all caps was me. Who you are is determined. I see Aaron Fleeks. Oh, I see some of y'all. Some of y'all just told that to this week. Praise God. We move on. Listen, who you are is not, let me say something. Hear me very well. Who you are is not determined by how you look. Who you are is not determined by where you live. Who you are is not determined by who your parents are. Part of who you are is determined, y'all ready? By the specific choices that you have made and are making in your life. You are where you are. This morning, you're preparing to go to work where you applied for the job. You're driving the car that you signed for or somebody co-signed. You're wearing the clothes that you picked. So if you get there and don't like what you have on, you can't blame other people. Hey, Crystal Burton, you can't blame who kept you up last night, who called you, how tired you were. You are where you are, doing what you're doing because of the specific choices that you have made and are making in your life. You are where and what you are because of how the thoughts in your mind dominate you. Your thoughts control this or that. the one that dominates you pick. The job you chose, the one that dominates you pick. The husband you have is the one, the thought that dominates. It's the one that overpowering. This is the one. It's the thoughts in your mind. I must give you scripture, else I wouldn't be who I am. Proverbs chapter 23, verse 7. Proverbs 23, verse 7. It says, for as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, said he to thee, but his heart is not with thee, which means you got to make sure that your heart is set right so your attitude can be adjusted so you can make the right choices. Because as a man thinketh in his heart, y'all know my favorite scripture, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. Meaning, let the words, let my mouth, my mind, hey Valerie Heard, happy birthday week. My mouth, my mind, and my motives line up. If my mouth, my mind, and my motives line up, then it can be acceptable in his sight. When it's acceptable in his sight, what it says is that it's already moving in a good position, and it means it forms in the heaven. I now have power to believe it into the earth because it's my mouth, my mind, and motives have lined up. Acceptable in thy sight, which means in he can now see it in the heavens. And once it's acceptable, hey, Vaughn, how you doing? It's acceptable. Hey, Fidelia, it's acceptable. Now it's moving toward you. And your faith is what you have to receive it with. Y'all having a good time? Let's go. So here is where you get the truth about it. The truth is we are what we think we are. We are not who they say we are. We are what we think we are. We become as a man thinketh, ETH, in his heart, so is he. So once you become consistent about who you think you are and who you know you are, even in Christ and in life. Once you are consistent with your thinking, for as he thinketh, ETH, which means you're stable, you're locked there, you're not going somewhere else, you're stable in what you thinketh in your heart, then you become what you think. And the truth is we are where we are because of what we think and how we think, not how we appear to be. We're where we are because of what we think and how we think about ourselves. So today you find out you can alter your whole life by altering the attitude of your thinking. Oh my God, that was so good. By altering, good morning, Regina, God bless you. By having an altering, life-changing attitude. You got it? Let's move further. I want to help you get somewhere because the good part about it is we get to have fun in this area. I'm just changing something here because everyone has their own pattern of thinking. You can't just throw everybody into a bump together. Principles stay together, but you don't have to stay together. Oh my God, I got excited, so I'm stuttering. You don't have to stay the same way. Principles can change your life when you understand how to do it. You got it? So here we go. I want to adjust it because when you understand that everyone has their own pattern of thinking, it's either positive or it's negative, or they both have at least 4 effects on your life. Ooh, how you think has 4 effects on your life. I want to give them to you this morning. You ready? Number one. Jesus, 23 minutes. We doing good. Number 1, your attitude affects your belief in your potential of success. Yeah. How you think about you determines if you really believe that you can do what you want to do, what you feel you can do, and what you want to do. Dr. Prince Bryant Jr., how you doing, man? Good to see you, sir. We were together on, what was that other thing called? That other, platform a while ago. Man, good to see you, sir. Doing well with your father as well. General board member, pleasure to see you, man. So number one, the effect, number one, here is the 4 effects that you having a positive or negative attitude on your life will have. It's your attitude you have to adjust. Your attitude affects your belief in your potential of success. You have to understand, if you're positive, then you'll learn how to press through. Hey, Shay Williams, if you're possible, then you'll learn how to press through. If you're negative, you will talk yourself out of winning. What's up, Cole Hangle? Good to see you. Yeah, that was it, man. Clubhouse. That was it. You're right. And so listen, negative talk will talk you out of winning successfully. Hey, Sid, good to see you, man, Sydney. Hey, Cedric Mackey, good morning, sir. Negativity and negative people around you will you'll talk yourself out of winning. You'll change your mind, decide you don't want to do that, you want to do something else. And the reality of it is, you shouldn't allow negativity to talk you out of it. You should realize, I'm gonna be positive. When I'm positive, you press your way through. Hey, Arthur Dexter Powell, you press your way through. So you have to make sure your attitude is affecting the potential of your success in the right way. It's your attitude. Got it? Number two, the right attitude, it determines how well you perceive your next challenge. Because the next, here, come on, I want to help somebody real quick. Hey, Lady Verna Mars, when challenges come, your attitude determines how it's received. Whether it is a challenge or whether you determine it as a problem. If you're positive, it becomes a challenge. Hey, Sandra Yang, God bless you. Good to see you. If you are negative and frustrated, you call it a problem. And you don't realize that every challenge is an opportunity to mature, or if you're negative, it's a threat to where you're going. Hey, Prophetess Lady Holman, good to see you. Listen, so you have to determine, how is my attitude going to adjust in my next challenge? Am I going to receive it as an opportunity for maturity? Or am I going to receive it as a threat to where I'm going? I see you, Ja Bruce. It's my attitude. Number three. Number one, it affects your belief to potential success. Number two, how you perceived challenges. And then, watch this, y'all ready? Then number three, your attitude determines your confidence. Ooh. Why would you say that? Because if you trust God and the God in your life and the God of your life, then you should have an attitude that says, I trust God. That automatically gives you confidence. Okay, if I come out of the Bible, come back to where you are, then forget about that part of it. Let's deal with the part that says, how do I deal with it? My attitude about me determines if I have confidence in who I am. Just because I don't believe in others don't mean I need to doubt myself. Y'all gonna make me preach for real. No, I'm not. It affects your confidence. It affects where you have full confidence or the lack thereof. Okay, little Bible. Abram's going through, the Bible say he was fully persuaded. Watch yourself, Brittany. He was fully persuaded. There's a difference in being the lack of persuasion and fully persuaded. When you are creating your safe space, here we go. When you are creating your safe space where you're able to go to people in your life and sit down and say, I messed up. It needs to be the place that you know when you go, after they spank you and discipline you and check you for the mess up, they're also going to turn around and speak to the life in you and won't allow you to leave that engagement broken. They'll make sure you understand the opportunity in the mess up and not the opposition of it. So you build that area where you know when I'm lacking confidence, I go to my safe space, and it should be a place that, remember, the Bible says that Abram was fully persuaded. It needs to be a place that will get you back in full confidence and not have you leaving with the lack of confidence. But you can't be insecure going in, because insecure people don't like to be corrected. Immature people told they're never wrong. Intimidated people think that they're right over the person who they're accountable to, which means they can never grow beyond where they are. So when you know these things, you no longer have to fight to help people grow. You know it's impossible because there is no accountability, there is no roots, there is no nurturing. So you just don't waste your time. So you must put yourself in the company of people who will always pour into you. You got it? Number four. Number one, Jesus. The attitude will affect the potential of your success and the potential of your success. Then number two determines how you perceive your next challenge. And number three, it determines your confidence. Number four, it affects how you see opportunities. You like that, Lady Mars? Thank you. Thank you. Listen, it affects how you see opportunities, because lazy people see opportunities as work. And people who see opportunities or things as work that are lazy will always see them as an overwhelming process. Oof, I'm going to get in trouble with some people now for using that word. When opportunities come, if you have the wherewithal to fulfill the requirement of the opportunity or the chance to fulfill the opportunity, then you either see it as one out of two things. If you're positive, you'll see it as a bridge to get from where you are to where you are desiring to be as a winner. Or if you're negative, you'll see it as an overwhelming process. And so the attitude affects how you see opportunities. Ashley says it's a mindset. It is. It's more than just a mindset. It's a mindset about you, a mindset about challenges, a mindset about opportunities, a mindset about winning, a mindset about overcoming, a mindset. And if you ever get the negativity in your mindset, then you'll start to see things differently and wrong. So even if you have the right mindset about you or others, you'll say they always win. I never have a chance, because your mindset must be balanced. Again, your mouth, your mind, your motives. With the words of my mouth, meditation of my heart. Yeah, you got to have it together. Watch. Attitudes are formed, here we go, y'all, by input. You only get attitude when you think a certain way. And oftentimes you think a certain way because somebody had said something, or you found something that you've read, seen, or looked at, or heard. Remember, faith comes by hearing. So does negative attitudes, because you've heard something. And so attitudes are formed by input. Is why you don't just want input, you want impartation. To impart means to do several things within it. It means to pull out, to pass on, to forward, or to infect or contaminate, which means you rather have impartation than just, you would have somebody to impart rather than input. A lot of people have good input, but by the time you find that their input was only good for them, you must figure out what is the impartation of the input for me. I see you, Kiara. What is the impartation for me? I know you're giving me a lot of information, but which part is for me? Because the way you can positively affect your positively affect and infect your soul and your whole body and change your life is Romans chapter 12, verse 2. Romans chapter 12, verse 2. Somebody type that down. Just type down the scripture. Hey, Laquita Williams, good to see you. It says this: being transformed by the renewing of your mind. Got it? That's the major part. Being transformed by the renewing of your, which means your change occurs in your mind. Thank y'all for typing, because y'all are typing it in. Aristotle says this. Listen very carefully. Aristotle says, we are what we repeatedly do. Listen, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Whew. Watch this. Let me use somebody. Laquita, if we go to a store and we're hungry and we've been homeless, it used to be a law that the homeless could eat in the store, and if they didn't walk out with it, it wasn't theft, but now it is. Well, listen, if you go to a store and you're hungry and you're homeless and you're at your wits' end, I'm coming, y'all, you're at your wits' end, and you walk in and just start eating an apple because you're hungry. We can say, watch this, Mackie, we can say it's theft, or we can figure out a way. If I was there, me, I'd pay for the bag and pay for the food, give them all of it, and say they only did it because they were hungry. It's their first time. It's why the courts normally used to be lenient on people with their first offense. It's something that happened that caused that person to do something. You wouldn't call a person a thief because they took an apple because they were hungry out of a store and did not, based on could not pay for it. You got it? You wouldn't judge them in that manner. But if someone you saw kept going in the store stealing stuff, kept bringing you shirts from the mall that they stole and you buy them because you want to look cute, kept going to the store and stealing iPhones because you don't want to pay the full price, kept going, okay, that person, you see, that's a deal. If it becomes a habit, not an act, but a habit, then what happens is you have to judge that person by what they repeatedly do. Okay, all children lie. Some adults still lie. I don't know why, for no reason. But when a person lies, we say, why did you lie? You don't have to lie and say, I'm sorry. You apologize, you keep going. You say, why did you lie? I was just in fear of what would happen. So we move on. We move on. You got it? But when they always lie, steal money, and cheat, and rob, and do, and they all, you no longer say that they lied, L-I-E-D. You say they are a liar, because we are, there it is, we are what we repeatedly do. So, yeah, come on, that's it. You are a liar, which means now you are what you do. So if that's the case, excellence then is not an act. It's a habit. So for all of you to think you can't do this, I'll never be like Pastor, I'll never be like First, I can never do. No. All you have to do is stop doing the less than excellent things you do. Reset yourself, and whatever it is that you do in excellence. And eventually you'll look up and everything you do will be excellent, because it's a habit, not an act. You don't just do it on Sundays. You don't just do it on Wednesdays. You don't do it when you're around certain people. It becomes a habit of your life. Once it's a habit, it becomes a part of your attitude. Once it's your attitude, it becomes a part of your journey. Then I can directly say, welcome to the journey to a winning anyway life. So you have to process the 3 points in your life. Mackie, you ready? I'm driving you fast. You have to process the attitude by 3 points in your life. You ready, Keith Young? You can't say one thing and do something else. You got to be able. You got to be. My friend, that was my neighbor years ago too. She crazy. You have to be able to process your attitude by 3 points, and you can't process it by what you think. Well, I know I have a good attitude. Anybody can say that, but what does other people say? Here we go, Mackie. Mackie said, let's go. Erica said, need to change my habits to fix my attitude. Let's go. You process it by 3 things: your thoughts, your speech, and your behavior. If you can change your thoughts, it will change your speech. Once you change your speech, it'll change your behaviors. Why? Because your behavior is what you end up normally responding to. When you lie, you respond to somebody checking you. When you get an attitude, you respond to somebody getting one behind you. It's your behavior, your thoughts, your speech, and your behavior. I got to go here. I'm past my time now. Listen, whenever you catch, number one, thoughts. Whenever you catch yourself thinking, I can't do this, or I can't do that, or I can't look at a chance or an opportunity, you have to confess, I can do all things through Christ. You got to find your confession that breaks the pattern of automatically being negative. I've watched people. I don't watch what they say. I don't watch what they seed. I don't watch what they do. I watch the pattern, how they respond. People can be nice when things are nice. I watch how they respond when situations happen. When situations happen, that's who they really are. For example, I have people that I'm coaching in my head for free. Give me back the Cheeto. I have people that I'm coaching in my head for free. And until they're really ready for the showdown, I have to let them live with the lowdown. Should I explain that? It means I can see them living lower than their own potential. But because they're not ready for the showdown of somebody who studied them, they're not ready for truth. They're only ready to battle truth because they have a truth about themselves that they cannot process because they're too close to it. You know how if you want to see a house, if you walk up to the front door of the house and face the front door with 6 inches, you can't see the house at all. All you see is the door. Most people can't see themselves because they're too close to the situation. They were there when they had problems. They were there when they had issues. They were there when they were broken and left. They were there when they were abused. They were there when they were abandoned. So they're too close to actually see the big picture of the situation. And when I come with big picture understanding, they always tell me what they've been through, how they've been through. They always adjust their attitude to negativity because of a past, which means they're living out of it and can't see where they're going. So you see them make the same mistakes. Same mistakes. And then situations happen, they respond the same. And when you say, but you respond the same now as you did then, why you always bringing up this, my past? I coach people all day to say the same thing. Why you always go back? I go back to show you the pattern so you can break the negative pattern so winning can be the outcome. Most people don't want to win. They want you just to hold their hand up. Okay. So that's your thinking. You have to break the negative pattern. Number two. It's your speech. You have to change your speech pattern. Because the Bible says you shall have whatsoever you say. It also says death and life are in the power of the tongue. Then you need to program your life and program what you say to be what you want. Hey, Dr. Kendra Greenhouse, still praying healing and wholeness for you, sir. You have to program your words to be what you want and not what you're mad at. We know what is. We know what the issue is. We know what the problem is. Do you have a solution? Or do you have a question to get a solution? I am not your garbage can. So I don't want to hear that you're having the same problem. I'm going to either address the problem and ask you, what did you do? Because now you're having the same response. I'll help you. If you took a laxative and you got stuck in the house and couldn't go to work, and tomorrow you took another laxative and got stuck in the house and then couldn't go to work, by Wednesday when you tell me, man, I'm stuck in this house, and I say, but you keep doing the same pattern, but my stomach was hurting. It was hurting at first. Now it's hurting because it's empty and you're griping it because you chose a pattern that you chose to repeat instead of allowing the process to work. So now you have a pattern and I tell you, you created the problem. Now you get offended with me for bringing you an answer. That's why I stay to myself now. I shut up and I watch people take the low road when the high road is crossing over their head. Because I refuse to put myself in unnecessary drama in any situation. So you got to change your speech pattern. You got to change your speech. And it's not just what you say. Somebody's going to help me do my lesson this morning. It's not just what you say. Come on. It's not what you say. Because you can say the right thing. You can say the right thing. You can say the right thing. Somebody's coming to help me. It's not just what you say when you change your speech pattern. Because you may say the correct thing. There it is. But if you say it, everybody's coming. Everybody knows. It's how you say it. If it's not what you say, it's how you say it, then you must say it in a way that you want to receive it. Your thinking, your speech. Bless you, Donald Drum. Go bless you. Listen. Number three. You change your thinking, your speech, and then this part helps you. You have to modify your behavior. Because you always know, I'm going to show you how smart we really are. And I'll show you how some of us used to be, or I used to be, where we don't really, my 3 pillars are, you must evaluate, execute, and excel. That's winning anyway life. Properly evaluate, execute, and excel. Most people don't properly evaluate. They just try and execute. Be the first one to talk, the first one to respond, the first one to say something, or you respond to something and then have to correct it later. How much further would you be if you evaluated and responded in your behavior correctly the first time? I'll show you. 5 miles takes 10 days. It takes 10 days because every day you do something, the next day you have to correct it. Then the next day you do something, next day you have to correct it, which means you're taking twice as long to get somewhere if you just evaluate it and correct it on the first time. If in your spirit, I'll scratch the spirit, if in your mind you have a fraction of fear, hurt, or insecurity, then you are the person who tends to want to answer correctly every time. Let me show you how you lie to yourself. You want to answer correctly every time. So the process is to listen, properly evaluate, then answer from a wise understanding. Got it? Instead, we answer based on who we're around to defend ourselves, to make ourselves look as if we have the answer. So we will partially lie, or we'll say whatever sounds good, and then later come back to readjust what it is we didn't do right. So we are our own delay. We are our own delay. Because instead of doing the process in one day, we're taking 2 days for the process because we're making a 2-part out of one. Then you say, I'm just trying to be right. No longer are you really trying to you're trying to be right, but not give the right answer. Because to give the right answer may cause you to have to do 2 things: be wrong or say, I don't know. Here's my deal. A person who says, I don't really know, is the most intelligent person in the world. Why? Because that's a person, when they say I don't know, you have an opportunity. That should be the last time they say I don't know in the presence of someone who knows, because they will give you the answer. When you are never in a place where you say I don't know, and you have to come back and fix it later, then you're a person who are not willing to admit that you don't know, which means you're lying to yourself. You're not really trying to give the right answer. You're just trying to be right. That's when your life is stretching too long. Let me go further. You have to modify your behavior. Here's the funny part. Sydney, watch this. It is so funny how intelligent we really are. I'm going to show you. You ready? If you're ready, type ready. I just want to get that connection right quick. I want to feel a connection before I drop this bomb on you. Come on. Just if you're ready, type ready. Please, 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 please. Just type ready. Come on. I see y'all. Y'all ready? Watch this. I want you to get this. I want you to really, really get this. It's gonna shock you. But if you can admit that it's right, then you let me know if I'm right. As you're modifying your behavior, you will find out that you always, watch this, Deja, you always know you made a mistake. But the funny part is, we always know after we made a mistake what we should have done. I'm going to sit back on that one. We always know after. You know what I should have did? I should have did this. How is it that we always know after? Because we don't properly evaluate before. After we made the mistake, we say, man, you know what? I should have done that. Here's the real question. Why didn't you do that? And most people don't want to answer. Why didn't you not do that? They have an excuse. Well, I was busy and I was this. Now that you're busy, now you just doubled your own work schedule, because now you have to do that over again the correct way, or correct your own mistake. So you can't blame everybody else when you're creating your own delay. See, this is the attitude of a winner. A winner gets this and makes the changes effectively and know, I don't have time to waste. If you evaluate yourself properly, you can know before you have wasted time and wasted effort. So you have to modify your attitude and modify your behavior. And it just depends on your mindset, because every obstacle and every challenge is simply potential Okay, I'll say it again. Every obstacle and every challenge basically has the potential to be the best thing that ever happened to you. If it's a challenge, guess what? If I overcome this, it's the best thing that ever happened to me. If it's a obstacle, if I can overcome this, every time I come through, it shows me my potential. You got it? It shows me my potential that I didn't know I had before I had the challenge. So now every challenge becomes an opportunity for me to develop my attitude. Here I come, Deja. Give y'all 8 points quickly before we reach an hour, I promise you. Because when your kingdom attitude is being developed, then you know it is a challenge, but every time you make a good step, you're excited about what is happening and how you're winning. See, most of you, I can tell, are not real winners yet. I'm working on you. Because a real winner is excited at every step. If I run the 40-yard dash and I win, I'm excited. If I run the meter, whatever it is, I'm excited. If I do the long jump, I'm excited about every level of winning because I exposed to myself things that I wouldn't have known without the challenge. Let me give you the benefits before we go. I can't leave you there. Have to give you the benefits real quick. Here are the benefits. Here are the benefits of a positive kingdom attitude. Number one, your enthusiasm is increased. You see me now? I'm excited. Because now I live off my own food. So this morning I'm on the way to sitting in a few minutes, and the people are coming to clean the house, and I got to run by the store and then go by the cleaners. I'm excited about who I'm going to meet where I go and what's going to happen where I am. Why? Because I'm a winner. So everywhere I go, I meet somebody. Everywhere I go, there's something there for me. I don't go to the store just to go shopping. When I go there, there's somebody that I meet that gives me something or I pour into everywhere I go. Why? Because that's who I am. I'm a giver. You ready? Number one. A positive kingdom attitude, your enthusiasm is increased. I gotta go, y'all. It's increased. You get excited about everything. Then number two, you are free. I might come back and teach on the 8 another day. You are free from the limitations of fear. When you have a positive kingdom attitude, there is no fear. You're free from the limitations of fear. I have no limits. Whatever God want to do, he going to open the door. My life, my seed, my heart's going to open the door. I'll get there. Whenever I get there, I'm going to be excited. You got it? You're free from limitations of fear. God bless you, Stacy. Good to see you. Number 3, you have the freedom of increased creativity. Yeah, I'm going to just give them to you, then I'll come back. No, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just end right here. Yeah, let's end right here. I'll come and give you the 8 benefits of a positive kingdom attitude later. We don't know when. I'm gonna let y'all go because I'm ready to go now. Oh man. So this is the attitude you have to have of winner. You can't allow your day to dictate to you what's gonna happen. You can't allow the kids screaming, the bills, your husband tripping. You can't allow your job crazy. You can't allow people who say they're your friends to be backstabbing. I've dealt with relationship situations, and I'm becoming a relationship guru for real. I'm not talking about marriage. I'm talking about people in your life, period, where you sit up and you have days where you pray for people, or some of you don't pray. You think about people. They worry you. They stress you, what they think and how they feel. I told God, remove anybody who has a witchy, controlling spirit that will make my attitude be less than a winner. Anything or anybody. If I don't know what it is, God, you let them create let them create an assumption in their mind and let them move away from me. I promise you, I won't go get them. I did. I promise you, I won't. If you move them, I won't go get them. How will I know he's moved them? Because 2 things will happen. My spirit will settle. The second thing, I'll have peace. Let me give you number 3. My spirit will settle. Number 2, I'll have peace. Number 3, God will remove my worry or my care for them. Whew, what do you mean? It means you won't be caring more for them than they care about you. You won't be depositing into somebody who's really not hearing you at all. You won't waste your time. I said, God, you do it, and I'm good with it, however you do it. I'm not going to create situations. I'm not going to make situations. I'm not going to be the initiator of anything. We're going to all grow up. I said, God, if you do it, I'm good. And I told God, if you do it, I promise you, I will not regurgitate or I will not go get my own throw up. Because I'm ready to have my attitude adjusted as a winner. I got to have an attitude for those who need a coach, those who need a prophet, those who need a pastor, those who need somebody outside of church to help them work on this and work on. I need to have myself in a stable place with a modified, settled attitude of winning behavior. And you can't do that when you have worry on your mind or care. Say, God, do it. Whatever you do, I'm good with it. Let me know. So when God speaks it and validates it and confirms it, I settle. When I settle, God says, okay. Then when God says, I'm sending help. What does help mean? It means I have something I'm about to get into. It's going to be bigger than what I am. I'm going to need help. It means two things. God's going to either raise up help or he's going to send new help, which means it ain't around me now. Which means you have to have the right mindset that God's always working on something for you. You have to have an attitude of a winner. You have to modify your behavior, change your speech, and watch the way you think. You have to realize you have potential for success and an opportunity to mature. And then use your confidence and see every opportunity as a bridge to get you from where you are to where God wants you to be. Hey, look, this is Life Pastor Kyle. And for all things winning, this is the journey to winning anyway life. I'm determined to get some people there. I don't want to be the only one in the winning circle. I want to be in this place where that's why winning anyway life is major. I want to make sure we're ready for what God's going to do. I see you, Solomon. I want to make sure we're ready for what God's going to do in our life. And again, I told you earlier in the whole thing that these next 3 months, your success is up to you. Are you really willing to trust God where you can't trace him? Are you really willing to go into the unknown? Are you really willing to watch your friends turn to enemies because they don't have your best interest or God's interest at heart? Are you really ready to win? Listen, I always say, no matter what happens in your life, I'm ending with this. No matter what happens in your life, no, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be trouble. It's going to be situations, but you have to rest yourself in peace and know this. No matter what happens in your life, you have to know you can win anyway. Again, I'm your host, Life Pastor Kyle. Looking forward to seeing you on next Friday morning. I may not be on. We'll be in conference, so it depends on the connection at the hotel or wherever I'll be. I'll be back home by then. We'll see. But stay tuned, stay in faith, and continue to win in everything you do. God bless you. Have a good one. Peace. Bye-bye.